Hi, folks. Good evening and welcome to the third Stewart School Community Assembly. Whether you're joining us in person or remotely, we're delighted to have you here. I'm Dr. Kurt Alley, the Assistant Dean for Academic Enrichment, Career Management, and Student Engagement. To our new and continuing students, both on campus and online via Coursera, welcome to an exciting year at Stewart. We have a lot planned for you. To our alumni, faculty, staff, and friends, thank you for your ongoing support and commitment to our community. This assembly is about gathering to celebrate the start of a new academic year and to strengthen the connections that make our community special. Throughout the event, we'll invite some of our multilingual faculty and staff to welcome you in various languages. English translations will be on the screens behind me. We're going to start with Adetunji Sengoleai, ACE Program Adjunct Faculty speaking Yoruba, and Smriti Anand, Assistant Director of MBA Programs and Professor of Management speaking Hindi. Come on up.
All right. Welcome. Thank you, everyone. It was faster than I thought. So time is money, so I'll keep it to that. So my name is Adetunji Sengoleai, and in about 2 seconds, I'm going to switch over. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́, and ẹ káàbọ̀ sí Stewart School of Business. Nǹkan méjì ni mo fẹ́ bá yín sọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ journey yín ní Stewart School of Business. One, gbogbo àwọn tó ń bá yín kàwé níbí báyìí, ọ̀rẹ́ yín ní gbogbo wọn. Bá ṣe ń kàwé níbí báyìí yàtọ̀ sí bá ṣe ń kàwé nílé. Ẹ take advantage, lo opportunity tẹ́ ní, kẹ́ fi béèrè question. Ẹ má bẹ̀rù nípa pé teacher yín ni wọ́n jẹ́. Ẹ pè wọ́n, ẹ lò wọ́n to your benefit, to your advantage. Meaning, I'm switching both back and forth. That's the first one. The second one is nǹkan kejì ni mo rò kọ sílẹ̀ o. School yìí jẹ́ one of the ìkan school tó wà ní one of the most beautiful cities in the world. So, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ challenge yín fún ni pé kẹ́ make sure pé ẹ lọ káàkiri every part of the city. Ẹ má kàn dúró síbi tẹ́ wà. Ẹ ní láti lọ káàkiri. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wọnú yàrá yìí, it's almost like the United Nations. Same thing ní Chicago. Chicago jẹ́ bí United Nations. So ẹ fẹ́ make sure pé ẹ lọ sí gbogbo sàkání Chicago. Ẹ kọ́ nípa gbogbo àwọn tó around yín. Ẹ parapọ̀ mọ́ wọn so that ẹ lè kọ́ bí ìwà wọn ṣe jẹ́, bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe nǹkan all together, as well as bó ṣe ń kàwé. Because tẹ́ bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́, that's how it is. Bó ṣe máa jẹ́ náà nìyẹn. So, from me to you, welcome. Ẹ káàbọ̀.
स्टुअर्ट परिवार में आप सबका स्वागत है। मैं स्मृति आनंद लीडरशिप और नेगोशिएशन पढ़ाती हूँ। आप सबसे मिलने की मेरी इच्छा है मेरी क्लास में। मेरी रिसर्च में भी आप सब दिलचस्पी लेंगे। मेरी रिसर्च लीडरशिप, नॉन ट्रेडिशनल वर्क और डाइवर्सिटी एरियाज में है। और चूंकि हमारा परिवार इतना डाइवर्स है, मुझे उम्मीद है कि आप सब उसमें दिलचस्पी लेंगे। मैं एक रिसर्च जर्नल भी चलाती हूँ और अगर आप में से किसी को भी रिसर्च में दिलचस्पी होगी, हम इसके बारे में बात कर पाएंगे। मेरी क्लास के लिए आपको हमेशा पढ़ के आना होगा, काफ़ी पढ़ के आना होगा और आपको तैयार होके आना होगा उमंग के साथ कि आप क्लास में भाग लेंगे। काफ़ी टाइम के बाद इतनी हिंदी बोल रही हूँ, तो अगर बीच बीच में गलतियाँ करूँगी, आप हंस सकते हैं। स्टुअर्ट में हम बहुत गर्व लेते हैं कि हम आपको बहुत ज़्यादा तरीकों से सोचना सिखाएंगे, क्योंकि सफल नेता होने का मतलब है किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को सफल तरीके से चलाने का मतलब है कि आप तरह तरह से सोचना जानते हैं। तो हम आपको वही सिखाएंगे। और ये इलिनॉय टेक और स्टुअर्ट की बहुत लंबे इतिहास का भी हिस्सा है। हम गर्व लेते हैं कि हम अपने विद्यार्थियों की जिंदगी को अच्छा बनाते हैं। हम सब यहाँ पे आपके लिए हमेशा उपलब्ध हैं। आपको जब भी हमसे बात करनी हो, आप हमारी क्लास में हैं या नहीं हैं उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। आपको जब भी बात करनी है आप आइए। हमारे ऑफिस हमारे वॉक इन आवर्स पोस्ट किए हुए रहते हैं। अगर वो आपके स्केड्यूल से नहीं मैच करते हैं, आप ईमेल भेजिए और मिलने के लिए आइए। और आपको बात करने के लिए रिसर्च या कोर्स की ज़रूरत नहीं है। आपको जिस भी बारे में बात करनी है आप आके बात कीजिए। आपके करियर के बारे में, आपके जॉब सर्च के बारे में, आपके परिवार के बारे में, आपके माता पिता आपको शादी करने के लिए तंग कर रहे हैं, आप उसके बारे में भी बात कर सकते हैं। मेरे 3 बच्चे हैं तो मैं काफ़ी अनुभवी हूँ इन सब चीज़ों में। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि शिकागो बहुत सुंदर शहर है। मैं यहाँ 30 सालों से ज़्यादा से रह रही हूँ। यहाँ पे आपको हर तरह का कल्चर मिलेगा, हर तरह की डाइवर्सिटी मिलेगी। इस शहर को पूरी तरह से अपनाइए और पूरी तरह से एंजॉय कीजिए। वेलकम अगेन।
Thank you, Professor Sengoliai and Anand. Next, please welcome Krishna Aramelli. Dr. Aramelli is Interim Dean, Director of Online MBA Programs, and Professor of Strategy at Stewart School of Business. His 30 years of professional experience spans North America, Africa, and Asia. He has worked in industry in India and Nigeria and taught at universities in the US and in Singapore. Dean Aramelli.
Thank you, Kurt. So, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this third annual Stewart Assembly. We usually have these assemblies at the beginning of the academic year, and the goal is to give our new students an extremely warm and even a raucous welcome, and also to continue to encourage and appreciate and congratulate our continuing students. So this year we thought, since we have a very internationally diverse student population coming into the program, we wanted you to know that you are going to be absolutely at home, because we are a very multicultural faculty and staff. And so you see now the number of languages that we can all speak and make you feel at home. No matter which part of the world you come from, you will be at home at Stewart. So I understand that we have many Coursera MBA students online. Where is the camera? I want to wave at them. Thank you very much for joining us. We have this MBA program online, and we have students from all over the world. And many of them are currently online watching this whole celebration taking place. So it's a wonderful opportunity for all of us to get together to celebrate this new year and kick things off to another very, very successful academic year coming ahead. To the continuing students, can you all please stand up? The continuing students, that means students who joined us last year, last semester, last year. Let me congratulate you on surviving the first year of your studies. You not only did exceedingly well in your classes, although the classes were very intense, but you also actively took part in all our co-curricular activities, and many of you are coming back from some exhilarating, exciting internship experiences. So welcome all, and you're going to have another ball this year coming, looking forward to it. And then off you go, get a job and build your career, and we'll be all there to encourage you. To the continuing students, my request is, we have a lot of new students here. Okay? I want you to become mentors for these new students. Take them under your wings, as the saying goes, and help them navigate all the challenges they may face inside the class and outside the class. So this is a great way to connect the continuing students with the new students. And by doing that, we build a community of people that help each other out, okay, and build a very strong Stewart School of Business. Now, we have a number of new students as well. Can all the new students, that is, students who are joining us in fall 2024, can you all please stand up? Wow, look at that. You come from all over the world to Illinois Tech and to the Stewart School of Business. Congratulations, because last year was one of our toughest years in terms of admissions. It was a very, very competitive, our applications surged, and we became a little more selective. So congratulations to all of you for being admitted into the Stewart School of Business. You deserve a big round of applause one more time. Please have a seat. I would also like to say that all these new students, we're seeing all these bright faces here. You made the smartest choice when you chose the Stewart School of Business, over all the other choices that you had. And like we do in America, we always have this top 10 list of things. And here are the top 10 lists of reasons why I think you made the smart choice of coming to the Stewart School of Business. First of all, you're all building your careers in the 21st century. 21st century, even if you're doing it in business, the key to succeeding even in business and management jobs is to understand how to leverage technology, how to use technology in making decisions, whether it is in accounting, finance, marketing, management, HR, operations. So you came to the right place. This is the school where technology and business intersect. And we have our motto at the Stewart School of Business is bridging business and technology. So you're getting cutting edge skills that will keep you and make you successful in the jobs of the 21st century. Very few other business schools in the world can boast of that. Secondly, we are a very reputed university and a very reputed school. We are ranked number 23 in the US. The university is, according to the Wall Street Journal, number 1 in Illinois. Okay? So your degrees are extremely valuable when you graduate. The Stewart School of Business is accredited by the AACSB, which is the top accreditation body for business schools in the whole world. And do you know what percentage of business schools around the world actually get accredited by the AACSB? Only 6%. So you're coming to a business school which is among the top 6% of business schools around the world. So that is reason number 3. Reason number 4, many of our master's programs are ranked among the top 25 programs in the US. So a lot of prestige associated with the programs that you're going to be pursuing. I have to give a little shout out to our finance program in particular. Stuart introduced the world's first master's program in quantitative finance. First program in the world in quantitative finance. And to this day, quantitative finance is the core pillar of the Stuart School of Business. We are also one of the very first programs. We're one of the first schools in the whole world to have introduced a program called Masters in Marketing Analytics. We are a pioneer in marketing analytics. So be very, very proud when you join us. You are coming into one of the elite programs in marketing analytics, in business analytics, and so on. Reason number 5, you will be taught by world-class faculty who are experts in their field. We have all these faculty here. I hope you have a chance to interact with them during the reception, and you will draw that conclusion yourself that these are top faculty. By the way, most of our faculty have had experience in industry, so they bring into the classroom a very nice balance between theoretical rigor and practical relevance. All right. Well, all that is fine. Will I get a job? That is your question, right? Guess what? We have a fantastic career management center within the Stuart School of Business. And our success rate in placing students is well above 90% within the first 6 months after graduation. Well over 90%. Not too many schools can boast of that type of placement rate. So you are, getting internships, getting OPT opportunities, getting jobs. It's going to be very easy when you work with our Career Management Center. But please attend all of the Career Management Center workshops, the Career Pathways talks. There are a lot of resources here. You should take advantage of those resources. You should also take ownership of your own career. Do your research. Understand what type of skills you need for the types of jobs you're looking for after graduation. Make sure that you equip yourself with those skills. All right, I get a job, but will I earn enough money? That is the next question on your mind, I'm sure. Well, guess what? According to the US News rankings, Illinois Tech is number 1 in Illinois and number 12 in the nation among hundreds, maybe even thousands of schools, right? Number 12 in the nation for earnings of graduates. Illinois Tech is also number 1 in Chicago for earning power of our graduates. Once they graduate, they get their highest possible salaries. Our median salary, mean salary of a Stuart graduate after graduation is about $85,000, $86,000. It's one of the highest in the neighborhood. All right. Number 8, our alumni. We have a fantastic alumni network. Our alumni, if you probably heard, do you know who invented the cell phone? Sorry? The gentleman's name is Marty Cooper. Marty Cooper invented the cell phone, which completely transformed the world, as we all know, right? And Marty Cooper is an Illinois Tech alum. Those of you who come from, and we have many, many other alumni who have made great impact on the world. Those of you who come from India would be thrilled to know that some of the leading industrialists and businessmen graduated from Illinois Tech. You've heard of Jamshid Godrej. You've heard of Sanjay Kirloskar. You've heard of Sam Pitroda, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, and so many others who have made amazing contributions to the Indian economy and Indian society, all came through the Illinois Tech family. So you will be the proud member of that kind of an alumni network that should give you a lot of prestige in the world when you graduate. All right. So those are the 10 reasons I think you made the smart choice of coming to the Stewart School of Business. One last point. I just mentioned that we are a very culturally diverse faculty and staff in this. Like they said, Chicago itself is a multicultural heaven. And the Stewart School of Business is no different. We have faculty coming from all over the world, staff members coming from all over the world. We speak multiple languages. We are here to make you very, very comfortable. Many of our graduates and alumni, when I meet them, tell me that coming to the Illinois Tech and the Stewart School of Business was a life-changing experience, both on a personal side as well as on a professional side. Okay? You can all look forward to the same kind of great future that awaits you after you graduate. Okay? Wish you all the very best in your academic endeavors this coming academic year. I'll be around, so please always come to me for any kind of help. But I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much. Did I take more than 5 minutes? I usually do. Okay, so now I have the great pleasure of introducing to all of you, our guest of honor, our provost, Kenneth T. Christensen. Dr. Christensen serves as Illinois Institute of Technology's provost and vice president for academic affairs. Prior to this role, Provost Christensen was the dean of Armour College of Engineering at Illinois Tech. And he was the provost, assistant dean for faculty development, and chair of the Department of Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering at the University of Notre Dame, a faculty member at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and he worked for the International Institute for Carbon Neutral Energy Research. Provost, the job of a provost, since many of you may not be familiar with American system, the job of the provost is the most important academic leader in the entire university. The faculty that teach you, the curriculum that you follow, the assessments that you go through, the co-curricular activities, the extracurricular activities, all of those are at some point or the other, directly or indirectly, determined by the provost. So the provost has a major influence on your life for the next 2 years, and also a major impact on you as you graduate and reach out for the stars after graduation. So a very, very important person in your life, my life, everybody's life here. He owns this building. He owns our lives. So can you all please join me in giving a very, very loud welcome, warm welcome to Provost Ken Christensen.
Thank you, Krishna, for giving me extra powers. Well, I want to echo everyone else and welcome all of the new students, re-welcome all of the continuing students, and thank the faculty and the staff of the Stewart School of Business for the wonderful things that are going on in this college here at Illinois Tech. Illinois Tech is an institution that brings people from across the world either to our campus or through engagement online through our Coursera programs to access the unique academic excellence that we have. And I love the fact that the Stewart School really emulates what this institution is about, right? Accessibility to a world-class education, integration of technology into your academic program so that you're positioned to have great success when you enter the job market. And I'm particularly appreciative of the fact that your faculty, you heard from a few, and you'll meet many others here and in your classes, are dedicated and they're here for you. They will tell you that, and they're proud of that, and they're here to see you succeed. And that's a partnership. They're here to offer knowledge and to help train you. And they expect you, as you heard, to engage in that education, right? To ask questions, to wonder about things that will help you mature in your scholarly endeavors. And so I have one piece of advice for all of you, and that is to engage. Engage in your education. Engage in your community. Engage in the activities that are sponsored here outside of the classroom. Engage in broader campus activities, whether it's here in the Convisor Law Center here downtown, or it's on the main campus, the Meese campus, which is just south of here. Become a part of our community, integrate through, and take advantage of all these opportunities, because I guarantee you time's going to fly, okay? And you'll be standing at commencement, listening to me give way too long of a speech. And you will have then gone out and graduated into the workforce. So take advantage of all the opportunities that exist, okay? And to our Coursera students, we're so proud to have you as a part of our community. And I know it's a different engagement, but there are opportunities to engage with our faculty live, to engage with teaching assistants, to participate in webinars, to do co-curricular learning and industry certifications and the like. Take advantage of all of that, because again, this is an opportunity to access a world-class education from a world-class college at a world-class university, okay? So I want to welcome all of you again to the faculty. I hope you have a wonderful start to the semester. To the staff, thank you for supporting all of our students and faculty in all of their endeavors. And to all the students, please just enjoy yourself. This is the best time of your life. Okay, I can testify to that, and I see all the faculty nodding their heads as well. Okay, I know it's challenging, but take advantage of all of it, because you'll look back and you'll say, that's where I started. Okay, the last thing I'll say is engage with all of us in different ways. Engage with us on LinkedIn. I love it when students invite me to connect. Do it with your faculty. Do it with the alumni that Dean Aramelli was talking about, okay? Build your network. This is a great opportunity to do that, and we're all happy to be a part of that. So I thank you for choosing Illinois Tech. I thank you for choosing the Stewart School of Business. And this college is in a renaissance, I will tell you, okay? In the last couple of years, the faculty and the staff and the students that are a part of this community have really transformed the way that they educate students, engage with students, and the enrollments have gone up fourfold or more in many of the programs, okay? And so it's so wonderful to see a packed house, because that means a very, very healthy academic community. So welcome and have a great start to the semester.
Thank you, Provost Christensen. Before our next speaker, we have a few more community members that would like to welcome everyone to campus. Now I'd like to invite up Songbong Kang, Assistant Director of the Undergraduate Programs in Business and Associate Professor of Finance, and Seung-Yoon Cha, Assistant Professor of Management Science. Both will be speaking Korean.
안녕하십니까? 일리노이 공과대학 스튜어트 경영대 오신 것을 환영합니다. 저는 강상범 교수입니다. 에너지 시장, 실물 옵션, 수리 재무, 최근에는 금속 시장 등에서 연구하고 있고 파생상품론, 에너지 시장 및 학부 캡스톤 코스 등을 가르치고 있습니다. 경영학 학부과정 부주임 교수 및 학부 교과과정위원회 위원장으로 일하고 있고 대학 수준에서는 학제간 교육위원회 위원장으로 봉사하고 있습니다. 일리노이 수준에서는 일리노이 학점 상호 인정 심의위원회 패널로 작은 힘이나마 보태고 있습니다. 제 연구실은 이 건물 콘비저 로 센터의 4층에 있습니다. 공부하면서 부딪히는 문제, 연구에 관련된 문제들에 대해서 대면 상담뿐만 아니라 줌이나 내비게이트 360 등을 통해서도 혹은 이메일을 통해서도 학생 여러분과 상담하고 있습니다. 공부도 하고 할 수 있으면 경험도 쌓고 네트워킹도 하는 것으로 대학의 가치가 있는 것인데 정규 교과 이외의 모든 활동을 체계적으로 지원하는 학교 차원의 시스템이 엘리베이트입니다. 자세한 사항은 웹사이트를 참고하시면 되는데 대학교 차원의 엘리베이트 이외에도 경영대 자체의 취업센터 및 헌신적인 어드바이저들이 학생들을 돕고 있습니다. 일리노이 공과대학의 교수나 졸업생들이 발명한 것은 여러 가지가 있지만 두 가지가 유명합니다. 미스 반데로허는 현대 건축을 완성한 사람입니다. 마틴 쿠퍼는 졸업생으로서 휴대전화를 처음으로 발명한 사람입니다. 시카고에 계시는 분들은 매일 보는 마천루와 휴대전화라는 문명의 이기에는 저희 일리노이 공대의 흔적도 있는 것이고 교수로서 자랑스럽게 생각합니다. 제가 학부과정의 부주임 교수로 일하고 있으니 학부과정의 차별성에 대해서 말씀드리겠습니다. 첫째는 아이프로 과목이 모든 학생에게 필수 과목으로 요구됩니다. 아이프로는 인터프로페셔널 프로젝트의 약자로 다양한 학과의 학생들이 모여서 실제의 문제점을 해결해 보도록 노력하고 그 해결책을 발표하며 펀딩까지 연결될 수 있도록 바라보는 과목입니다. 협동심, 갈등 해결 능력, 문제 해결 능력, 소통 능력들을 기르게 됩니다. 딱 이런 형식의 과목을 필수로 요구하는 학교는 저희 일리노이 공대가 유일한 것으로 알고 있습니다. 둘째, 강한 학석사 연계 과정이 있습니다. 학석사 연계 과정을 운영한 경험은 어느 학교보다도 풍부합니다. 셋째, 테크 플러스라고 하는 경제 경영학과 정보기술 등의 다른 분야를 결합한 혼합 과정이 잘 구비되어 있습니다. 이 밖에도 학생 참여 수업에 대한 강한 믿음, 수업의 질에 대한 강한 욕구를 가진 교수님들이 여러 분 계시다는 것이 장점입니다. 일리노이 공과대학에 오신 것을 다시 한번 환영합니다. 이곳에 있는 동안 꼭 들어야 하는 말을 듣고 꼭 만나야 되는 사람들을 만나시기를 기원합니다. 다시 한번 감사합니다.
Hello, my name is Seungyeon Cha and I'll speak in Korean. 안녕하세요. 시카고 일리노이 대학에 오신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다. 저는 경영대학에서 주로 재무 관련 과목을 가르치고 있습니다. 오늘 이 자리에서 제가 여러분에게 나누고 싶은 이야기는 크게 두 가지가 있습니다. 하나는 지금 여러분이 계신 곳에서 얼마 떨어지지 않은 곳에 다양한 한국 그리고 아시아 관련 식재료의 음식을 맛볼 수 있는 곳입니다. 그것은 H마트라는 곳으로 빠르면 5분 아니면 느리게 걸으면 한 10분 정도 걸어갈 수 있습니다. 구글 맵으로 한번 알아보세요. 공강 시간에 이곳에서 간단한 식사도 하시고 좋고 일반 식료품점을 구하기 어려운데 이곳에서 여러분들께서 만나보실 수 있습니다. 하나 더 여러분께 알려드리고 싶은 이야기는 우리 학교 교수님에 대한 소개입니다. 우리 학교에는 많은 훌륭한 교수님들이 계십니다. 그중에서 가끔 매우 독특한 패션으로 그리고 동료 교수들에게 그리고 학생들에게 큰 충격과 웃음을 주시는 분이 계십니다. 그 몇몇 학생들은 이러한 행동을 무서워하기도 합니다. 또한 에너지가 넘치시고 번뜩이는 아이디어로 주변을 놀라게도 합니다. 이분의 이름은 니키 쿠퍼입니다. 여러 프로그램을 담당하고 계시는데 기회가 되시면 꼭 한번 인사를 나누시고 연구실에도 찾아가 보세요. 매우 독특하고 유익한 경험을 하시게 될 것입니다. 이것으로 환영 인사를 마치고자 합니다. 이 자리에서 여러분을 만나게 되어 매우 진심으로 기쁘고 앞으로 더욱 빛나는 미래를 꿈꾸시고 이루시기를 진심으로 바랍니다. 감사합니다.
Professor Cooper, how about you stand up and show everyone your fit today? Thank you, Professors Kang and Cha. I now have the honor of presenting Ben Van Vliet. Dr. Van Vliet is Associate Professor of Finance Programs, Associate Director of Finance Programs, Associate Professor of Finance, Director of the Center for Strategic Finance, a distinguished and well-published Stewart alum. Ben?
Thank you, Kurt. Yeah, Rick Cooper's dressed in a fine seersucker suit. I'm a little bit jealous of the suit. Today, of course, if he shows up in his Scottish kilt, it might be a different story, but not today, I guess, right? So as Kurt mentioned, yeah, I'm an alum of the Stewart School. I came here in 1997. I was a wayward stockbroker who was fed up with that career and found this really cool new program called MS in Financial Markets and Trading at Illinois Tech. And I thought, that's really cool, right? And I came here and it changed my life. So there's three things that I'd like to talk about quickly here. And one is, yeah, curricular innovation. You've heard the dean and some of the other speakers talk about Stewart School being an innovator when it comes to curriculums. And it's certainly was true when I came here in 1997, but it's still true today. The curricular innovation is happening all over. We invented the graduate program in quantitative finance at Stewart in the ensuing, how many now, 25 years. There have been hundreds, if not thousands, of imitators. Many universities across the world now have programs in quantitative finance, financial engineering. None are as good as the original, I might add. But curricular innovation is still happening in the finance program, and it's happening in the marketing analytics program, and all these other programs, and it's really exciting. IIT is really a leader in this area. The other thing I'd like to point out is that there have been some great innovations, inventions at Illinois Tech, particularly in my area in finance. I'm a professor of finance, and a lot of times we get compared to some other school on the south side that has been fairly influential. Dr. Twombly is nodding his head. I think he's an alum of that school that shall remain nameless, but has been fairly influential in the area of economics or mainstream economics. How many people know, though, that behavioral economics was actually invented at Illinois Tech? In 1945, Herbert Simon wrote his first book, Administrative Behavior, which launched behavioral economics as a discipline, which has become very, very big and had many Nobel Prize winners of its own. And so we're very proud of that tradition at Illinois Tech. Of course, Herbert Simon went on to Carnegie Mellon and went on to win a Nobel Prize himself, but it was launched here at Illinois Tech. And in the area of finance, that other school on the south side has invented some very famous models, particularly the Black-Scholes options pricing equation. What has Illinois Tech done? Well, a professor named Abe Sklar invented the copula. And maybe you know what the copula is. It's a model for describing the dependence relationship between distributions. And it's been cited over 250,000 times and is very prominent in the field of risk management. And that was invented right here at Illinois Tech. So we're very proud of these innovations in my area. But that's good and bad. It's bad because the world has expectations. When you say you're an IIT grad, the world, that means something, particularly if you're looking for a position in Chicago. When they hear you're an IIT grad, that people will then have expectations about your ability and your understanding in areas of quantitative methods, data analytics, technology management, that they may not have those expectations of graduates of other schools, but they do because you're at Illinois Tech, okay? And that is a big responsibility, and one you should be very happy and to try and to live up to, okay? Very succinctly, I always tell my students this, and I was talking with Dr. Modica earlier, when you go on an interview, telling people you got an A in my class is not going to get you through the interview. The industry will expect that you know the material, right? If someone asks you, what does standard deviation mean? You have to know. You can't just say, well, I got an A in Ben's class. You have to actually know the material. So I challenge everybody in this room to not just think about grades. Really, nobody cares about your grades. What the industry cares about and what they expect is that you know the material. You went to IIT, they expect you to know the material. That gives you a big leg up when you're going on the interview because it's a competitive job environment, okay? So really, really focus as a student here, as I did, and in knowing and learning and understanding the material and being able to articulate it when you go into the interview. If you're not able to articulate the concepts you learn in school, people will think you don't know them. So learn the concepts, understand them, practice articulating the concepts. It will give you a tremendous advantage in the job market. And the industry expects that of you. Our prior dean, who went off to, well, maybe not greener pastures, but other pastures, was famous, I think, for saying Stewart students, and really all IIT students, are tenacious. Remember that? Leah always said, the thing that really makes the difference is that Stewart students are tenacious. We've heard that from the industry. The feedback that we get about Stewart graduates is that they're tenacious. And that starts right now. That starts today. Be tenacious. Be what I call aggressive learners, okay? Try to become an aggressive learner. When you hear something, a topic, a word that you don't understand, Google it, figure it out, and learn it as fast as you can, and be aggressive. When you spot something you don't understand, go for it and try to master that topic and learn to articulate that topic. Okay, so somebody once told me, one good word of advice I always remember is never ask a question you don't already know the answer to, right? And what that means is if you have a question, figure out what you think the answer is first before you ask somebody, right? Then you'll have a much more a fruitful conversation, informative conversation. You may decide that the answer you hear from the person, you think, maybe that's not right. But you can only do that if you already have a hypothesis about what the correct answer is. And that's really, I think, what it means to be an aggressive learner. If it's something you don't know, go try and figure it out. Google it, understand it. And if you still can't completely grasp the idea, then you can ask, but then you can have a good back and forth about your perception of what the right answer is, somebody else's perception of what the right answer is. And that kind of aggressive learning perspective, I think, will hold you in good stead. So when I came here in 1997, the world was changing. The financial world was changing rapidly. Technology, quantitative finance were all very, very new things. And I was lucky to come to such an innovative school like Stewart with an innovative curriculum that enabled me to take advantage of all the new things that were all the innovations that were happening in finance. And I went from being a stockbroker, fed up with my career, to writing books about automated trading in 4 years. And that was only possible because I came to Illinois Tech and I learned the new things. I learned what the future was about. And that happened for me back in 1998. But the world, nothing has changed. The world is still changing as rapidly or even more rapidly than it was back in 1997. Change creates opportunity. In Illinois Tech and in the city of Chicago, there's so much opportunity that this rapid change is creating. Be aggressive, be tenacious, go and get and exploit that opportunity. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Illinois Tech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben. Before our last speaker, we have a few more welcome statements. I'd like to invite up Leslie DeLeon, Operations and Finance Manager, who will speak Tagalog, and Claire Johnson, Director of Student Recruitment, speaking German.
Hello, at maligayang barating. Ako si Leslie De Leon at ako ay Operations and Finance Manager sa Illinois Tech Stewart School of Business. Habang sinisimulan niyo ang bagong taon nito, hinihikayat namin kayong maghanap ng mga bagong oportunidad, makipag-ugnayan sa inyong mga kapwa-estudyante at mga guro at gamitin ng mabuti ang iyong oras sa eskwela at sa Chicago. Narito kami para suportahan kayo at tulungan kayo magtagumpay. Ang mga kasanayang pagnegosyo na iyong matutuhanan at ang magka-connection na iyong mamuo at panghabang buhay. Kung naghanap kayo ng pagkain Pilipino, may Jollibee sa Chicago. May kasama rin ang unang Filipino restaurant na may Michelin star. Muli, maligayang parating at kami natutuwa na pili niyo ang Stewart School of Business.
Guten Tag. Wir freuen uns, Sie auf dem Campus zu begrüßen und mit Ihnen den Start des Semesters zu feiern. Ich heiße Claire Johnson und ich bin Director of Recruitment bei Stewart School of Business. Und das bedeutet, dass ich die Studierenden unterstütze, während sie sich an der Universität bewerben. Ich erinnere mich gut daran, als ich zum ersten Mal in Chicago angekommen bin und auch als ich angefangen habe, am Illinois Tech zu arbeiten. Zu dieser Zeit hatte ich nicht gewusst, wie Chicago und auch wie Illinois Tech mich verwandeln und verändern würden. In diesen Jahren hatte ich viele Chancen und Gelegenheiten, neue Leute kennenzulernen und neue Sachen zu erfahren und zu lernen. Wegen dieser Erfahrungen und Gelegenheiten bin ich heutzutage ein besserer Mensch in allen Aspekten meines Lebens. Deshalb würde ich Ihnen empfehlen, jede Gelegenheit und jede Chance zu nutzen und Sie werden sich auch bestimmt so persönlich und akademisch verändern. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen guten Start ins neue Semester. Vielen Dank.
All right, thank you, Leslie and Claire. Now for one of our newest alums, Nikisa Joshi. Nikisa earned her MBA from Stewart in 2024. She has held various positions within the city of Chicago and Cook County government and is a former associate in public finance at Mizero Financial in Chicago. Nikisa has served on the Women's Board of the Museum of Contemporary Art, Chicago, including a term as board secretary. She is also a former member of the Navy Pier Board Associate Board. Nikisa?
Good evening to all of you. Fortunate enough for this audience, I was not asked to prepare this speech in another language. So please bear with me as I finish it in English. I am honored to address this distinguished gathering, including our esteemed leader, Dean Iramelli. And I also wanted to acknowledge Illinois Institute of Technology's President Ichenbody and Provost Christensen, who you already heard from earlier, as well as Stewart's exceptional faculty, our dedicated Board of Trustees, and the accomplished class of 2024, and also our bright and promising incoming students joining us this evening to kick off the academic year. Words are inadequate to express my joy for standing before you today as a Stewart alum. First, to represent the incredible class of 2024, which I am a proud member. Today, I would like to reflect on my journey and welcome the new students as they embark on their path at Stewart. To my esteemed peers in the room, the class of 2024, I'm confident that your unique passions and talents will pave the way for personal growth, benefit your families, and contribute to the betterment of our world. As we reflect on the past few years, it's impossible not to think about the journey we shared at the Stewart School of Business. It feels like just yesterday, we were grappling with complex case studies, trying to decipher terms like disruptive innovation and synergy, Dean Aramelli, we're still working on the last term. Stewart is like any other business school, and I've had many unforgettable moments with my fellow classmates. We entered this institution with diverse backgrounds and aspirations, unaware of the experiences awaiting us. Stewart became more than just a place of learning. It became a crucible where we honed our business skills and formed lasting friendships amidst moments of bewilderment. Remember those late nights of study, fueled by greasy food and a shared determination to master Excel modeling. Or maybe the frantic group projects that miraculously came together at 3 a.m., powered by caffeine and the fear of our professor's stern gaze. Beyond marketing strategies and economic theories, we gained resilience and an understanding that camaraderie can conquer any challenge, even a surprise quiz on international trade law. For our new students, this is what lies ahead, a roller coaster of challenges that will push you to your limits and moments of triumph that will bring you closer to your classmates. Those sleepless nights will become stories you'll laugh at later, knowing that they forge skills and friendships that will carry you through your career. The journey was not without its challenges. We faced moments of doubt and questioned our decisions, like whether that extra slice of pizza was wise before a group presentation. But through it all, our professors, our guiding lights, stood there as mentors, pushing us to think critically and empowering us to tackle problems head on. Their guidance and support have been invaluable, and we are forever grateful for their influence on our lives. Now, as a political science major entering business school, my path was not the most conventional, but with the support of the Stewart community, there were no limits to what I could accomplish here. As Stewart students, we have weathered trials akin to walking through fire, experiencing a phenomenon known as dochemy in Greek. Dochemy illustrates the process where metal grows brighter as it burns in fire. Students at Stewart follow a similar path. As you traverse the educational trials, the brighter your knowledge becomes. Fellow alums, as we turn this page with diplomas in hand, let's celebrate our remarkable growth. And to our newest students, your time at the Stewart School of Business will catalyze transformation. Here, you will cultivate knowledge, confidence, and resilience, essential tools for navigating the dynamic business landscape. Stewart is your launch pad to making a significant impact, and we eagerly anticipate your future success. The education at Stewart extends beyond the textbooks and the case studies. We have learned value of collaboration, the importance of diverse perspectives, and the strength of a supportive community. We've celebrated each other's victories, weathered failures, and navigated group projects with surprising finesse most of the time. But within these walls, we have not just learned about ourselves. We have not just learned business. We have learned to discover our strengths, push beyond our comfort zones, and developed a fierce resilience. This shared experience has forged an unbreakable bond, a network of future leaders ready to tackle the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. We enter the business world as graduates and a united Stewart front, equipped with our classmates' knowledge, skills, and unwavering support. So I wish the best to my fellow class of 2024. This experience has been more than an education. It has been an adventure that has empowered us to step out of the classroom and into life and to face what comes our way. Now, for the main event, our new students. To the incoming Stewart students, I extend a very warm welcome. There has been much discussion recently about how drastically the world has changed, whether over the past few years, the last few weeks, or how much it still needs to change. There's been a growing skepticism about the value of traditional education. Some even question the necessity of earning a master's degree in today's rapidly changing world, suggesting that institutions of higher education may no longer be the breeding grounds for the business leaders of tomorrow, and that business leadership can emerge from any background. To this I say, as a proud millennial and a firm believer in equality, what utter nonsense. If the business world leaders aren't emerging from Illinois Tech, where else? Just look at our alums, like Dean Iramelli mentioned in his speech, like Marty Cooper, the pioneer behind the first cellular phone call. Stewart has a rich history of producing trailblazers. Yes, one could argue that our community is small and it's focused, but in leadership, such focus isn't a drawback. It's a strength. Ask anyone in the armed forces, they'll tell you you need shorthand, a shared language, and a clarity of purpose in battle. For decades, Stewart has instilled this clarity, this shared language in its students. Business studies at Stewart will be unlike anything you've encountered before. Here, you will be challenged in ways you never imagined. In class, your professors won't just lecture you, they'll engage you, push you to answer questions, and you'll begin to teach yourselves through this dialogue. Stewart's method of questioning and answering is designed to help you navigate the complex webs of facts that make up business cases. Now, at times, you might think you've found the correct answer. And I assure you, this is an illusion on your part. There's always another question, another angle. You'll feel like you're on a treadmill with your professor's questions driving your mind forward. It's as if you're on an operating table and those questions are probing your brain. Yes, Stewart is a business school, but the training you receive here will be as rigorous as brain surgery. You'll leave here with knowledge and a mind honed to think like a true business person. It's a demanding journey, but it is incredibly enriching. You'll leave Stewart with a degree, a sharpened mind, a strong network, and a deep understanding of the business world. I encourage you to embrace the challenges ahead, question everything, collaborate with your peers, and learn from your experience. The world needs your innovation and your leadership. And as an alum, I carry the friendships and connections forged at Stewart. So congratulations to the class of 2024 and to our new students. Welcome to the Stewart community. Let's go out into the world together and make our mark, one innovative business plan at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikisa. As we begin to wrap up the event, we have one final welcome from the organizer of tonight's event. I'd like to invite Yesenia Alarcon, Assistant Director of Academic Advising and Co-Curricular Programs, who will be speaking in Spanish.
Hello, everyone. Bear with me for like 2 more minutes. I've been the magic clicker too, so I'm clicking and reading at the same time. All right. Buenas tardes, soy Yesenia Alarcón y soy subdirectora de Asesoría Académica y Programación Curricular. Estoy emocionada de darle la bienvenida a mi alma mater. Stewart me ha dado mucho durante la última década de mi vida. En mis funciones en Stewart, me esfuerzo por brindar a los estudiantes la atención y el apoyo que se me brindó a mí durante mi tiempo como estudiante aquí. Estoy muy orgullosa de mis raíces y los invito a disfrutar de la increíble cocina latina que tiene la ciudad. En el 2019, mi vecindario, La Villita, fue nombrado la segunda Milla Magnífica por aportar los mayores ingresos fiscales y comerciales a la ciudad después del Michigan Avenue. Chicago tiene una comunidad latina muy grande y sede del Museo de Artes Mexicanas. Los invito a todos a disfrutar de este increíble instituto de Illinois Tech, sino también de esta ciudad increíble y a la que yo estoy orgullosa de llamar mi hogar. No hay otra ciudad como Chicago. Una vez más, bienvenidos al nuevo año académico y mucha suerte.
All right, thank you, Yesenia. I'll now invite everyone to join us in the lobby for a reception and to explore the building, specifically Stewart's dedicated classrooms, labs, and offices on the 4th floor. We have set up plenty of photo opportunities along the way. Thank you again to Provost Christensen, Dean Aramelli, our alumni speakers, Professor Van Vliet and Nikisa Josie, and to our multilingual faculty and staff. Thank you, Yesenia, for planning a phenomenal event and putting everything together. And to our new and returning students, we will see you on campus next week for classes. Good luck in the upcoming year. And all of us at Stewart look forward to helping you grow and seeing you succeed. Thanks.